Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Level Up family, I am starting a texting membership where you get motivational texts, episode recaps, and action item challenges that follow each of these episodes with the goal of taking the inspired action from these episodes into action items that help you level up. So it's a fun new platform called Winnow, WINNO, and it costs $5 a month. So if you're a fan of this podcast and you want to level up, join my private community today. So you can go to WINNO.app/Debbie Neal to sign up or click on the link in the show notes below. I look forward to taking our communication to the next level. Hello, my Level Up family. Last week, we spoke about 7 habits to lose, break up with, in order to level up our life. Your habits create your success. You cannot speak negatively to yourself and level up. That's just the way it is. Sorry to break the news to you. You cannot procrastinate and level up. So together, we're breaking up with old habits that are no longer serving us. So I'm going to touch on Winnow again because I am loving all the texts you are sending me in our texting community with your aha moments. You're totally awesome at responding to the action steps that I'm giving you. So if you are not yet in our texting community, I want you there. I want you there. I expect you there. I'm excited to have you there. Text the word text to 631-894-9571. It's $5 a month. You guys were getting tons of free content on the podcast. But it's more than that. You're getting now the content. Now you're going to be held accountable for the action steps, okay? And you're going to get a 7-day free trial. So go and join us. Today's podcast topic is about desire. Here's the deal. Your desire to change must be greater than your desire to stay the same. Every single thing in your life is a reflection of a choice you have made or you're currently making. If you want a different result, it takes making a different choice. We're going to be talking about growing to the next level today. How bad do you want it? Your desire to grow to the next level, quite honestly, must be bigger than your BS. Okay? Translation, bigger than your desire to stay where you are. You and I both know that you want to change. You and I both know that you want more. You and I know you were made for more. But here's the thing. It's time for you to get hungry. It's time for you to have a come to Jesus moment with yourself, roll up your sleeves and get to work. Success isn't going to fall in your lap. You can pray for it all you want. But the reality is faith. You really want to go there? That requires action, bold action. Your desire to grow to the next level must be greater than your desire to stay where you are. So let's talk about 5 things to make a deliberate decision, right? To grow to where you desire to be. Desire can be simply a dream if the action and activity are not attached to it. So let me ask you a question. Do any of you have a dream, a vision, and then you're wondering why other people don't see what you see? In order for them to see it, you need to create it. We don't stay where we are until someone joins us. We don't stay where we are until somebody believes in us. We stay where we are until we have the desire to move no matter what. So here's number 1, work hard. Work hard. Success takes work. We're living in a world of instant satisfaction. True success doesn't work that way. If you want success that lasts, build a work ethic to match. Roll your sleeves up, cast your vision, fall in love with doing things over and over and over. Commit to the grind, commit to practice, commit to excellence. If your desire to show the world how it's done, that needs to be greater than the desire to sit where you are, because the reality is that time is passing anyway. Use time to your advantage. Be the hardest working person that you know. In order to work smart, you must commit to working hard, like beast mode, giving off high energy vibes, loving what you're doing. Get yourself in alignment with your greatest self. Raise your bar. Be the evidence of what's possible. Earn every single incentive, bonus, challenge, anything that your company puts out. Stand out, like stand out. And that takes effort, okay? Working in the dark, practicing. The highlight reel on social media, okay, for some is creating a nightmare for the lazy. If any one of you think that you could just post a few times, throw a net out and see, who wants what you have, and then you're going to base your entire future on those initial reactions you get, I'm saying this with love, you're delusional. You're completely delusional. Stop making success look easy and stop throwing in the towel when all of a sudden you're faced with the fact that success requires work. We get these false illusions that we could put in little effort and have a dream life. If you want more, be more. If you want to earn more, do more. If you want to become more, raise your standards, work hard, hustle, stop scrolling and get to work. Everything you desire is on the other side of your excuses. Working hard closes the gap from where you currently are to where you desire to be. Number 2, show up. My friends, here is something that you need to know about me if you don't know this already. I am always going to speak truth into you. My intention is to always deliver it with love, but it's always going to be the truth. You're here to level up. You're saying out loud that you want more. It takes being more. Showing up is a huge part of your journey to success. Average people, they show up when it's convenient. So many people today are doing business over Zoom. Okay. I'm a big fan of in person. I love human connection. I love developing relationships. I love getting inside the hearts of people and helping them connect the dots with the things in life that light them up. So let's hypothetically say you desire success more than you desire staying where you are. And then there's a meeting. Whatever it is for your company, right? Maybe it's a business that you have the opportunity to invite guests to, right? So maybe somebody's on there sharing your business, your product. Let me translate it for you, okay? It doesn't mean invite guests, and if you have guests, get on the call. This should be common sense 101, but it isn't. So I'm here to bust that myth. If you want to succeed, get on, period, the end. And I want to let you know something. Like that Zoom that you're inviting people on, yes, somebody might be there sharing information, but the reality is, whether you have a guest or not, you need to hear it over and over and over, because the goal for your success is to borrow the vision and the passion of somebody else until you can share it yourself. And it blows my mind when people base whether or not they're going to show up on whether or not they have a guest. And that's where you are in your mindset. Because if that's where you are in your mindset, enjoy where you are. It's not changing. Your situation's not changing. Your success is not changing, okay? What are you doing instead of getting on? Watching a movie? I don't know. Taking a bath? Scrolling? You either want success or you're going to hope for success. And I know when I started my business, if there was a meeting, you guys, I always wanted to sit at the feet of people who were where I wanted to be. I wanted to know it. I wanted to see it. I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to be in the story, not watch the story. So wherever there was, I was there, period, the end. Nobody told me I had to. I was an entrepreneur and I took immediate success from my business. It's really empowering to do that. Are you waiting to be reminded? Maybe like, oh, you got a text. Don't forget, there's a meeting tomorrow at 7:00. Like, and I'm saying this with love. Really? Like, think about these things. Think of some of the most successful people that you know, that you look up to in your career or your profession. Do you think they need to be reminded or pushed or enticed to show up? Show up. Be the first to show up. Be the last to leave. Be seen. Be the example. Be the one who forces others to level up. My friends, I can do an entire episode on this. I'm actually making myself sweat over here. In today's world, people are, so quick to, do you have the recordings? I couldn't get on. Once again, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to talk about your desire to succeed must be greater than your desire to stay where you are, and showing up is huge. Okay. Number 3, grow your leadership. And let's spend just a few minutes here. You have the gift of leadership. Everybody was born with the gift of leadership. We all have different levels. Some people require more to develop, but it is inside of you. Step up. Lean in. To become a leader, it does take a deep desire to be more. Leadership isn't given. It's earned. People wait, right, for somebody else to do the meeting or to do the presentation or to create the activity, right? Level up. Be that person. People avoid it because we're waiting for somebody else to do it, which does put us in a position of relying on somebody else. It puts us in a position of blaming somebody else if they don't do it. Stop waiting for others to lead you and take that initiative. Become the person that's invited to speak. We don't wait for an invite. We earn it. Make the desire to succeed tied to your desire to serve, to contribute, to lead the masses. Like, how can I help? Build the skills, the knowledge, the excellence, the example to be able to serve and make a difference. Make your desire to be part of the solution that moves not only your success to the next level, but your entire company's success to the next level. Average are sitting with a pen and paper waiting to be told, right? Average listen with their cameras off, cooking dinner. Again, we're living in a world today that success is really convenient. Never in my life of growing to an entrepreneur did I ever attend a meeting cooking spaghetti and meatballs with my camera off. Like, sit front and center. I'm calling on your greatness. Develop the deep desire to grow your leadership. Make it bigger than where you are right now. Number 4, no excuses. No excuses. Think of some of the excuses you have in your life. And you guys, some of them are really real. Kids, family, work. How do you view them? Are you making them your why to succeed? Or are you making them your excuse to play small and stay where you are? Your desire must be bigger than your excuses. Does your why propel you, or does your why hold you back? I started my business with 4 children under the age of 6. So Brooke was 6, Tyler was 4, my twins were 1.5. I was also watching 7 kids under the age of 7 in my home. I was also working part-time for a financial planner, making appointments for him. You guys, logically, I had a lot of excuses. Like, if you really looked at it, I didn't have the time to start a business. And I get asked all the time, how much time did you work your business? How did you have balance? My desire to succeed, my desire to create a better life for my family was bigger than my desire to stay where I was. I didn't calculate the hours. I was building my dream life. I left logic at the door. I set my heart on fire. You will always have life happening. It's called life. Sit down and have a good look at yourself in the mirror. If you really want to grow to the next level, if you have a deep desire for more, it's time for us to leave our excuses at the door. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have life happen to us. The month I completed the top level in my business, you guys, and I think I've given this example before, and it's not meant to sound heartless. I love my family, but I'm not going to let my why become my excuse. So the month I completed the top level in my business was also the month that my father-in-law at the time was put on hospice. He passed away and he was buried on the last day of the month. You want to talk about excuses? Plus, it was November, and no joke, 15 people came to my house for 5 days for Thanksgiving, plus all my little ones. I had emotional excuses. I had holiday excuses. They were coming out the wazoo, the excuses. Okay. My desire was bigger. Did it mean I didn't love my family? No, it didn't. It meant I was doing this for my family. I was able to compartmentalize my vision and goals and work through it all. Some might have called me selfish. You know what, you guys? Call me anything you want, but my family deserved my word. They deserved my word and my success more than a yo-yo business. Life is always going to happen. Your excuses will always show up. Losing your excuses will create change. Your desire to change must be bigger than your desire to stay the same. Keep making excuses, and then we just enjoy where we are. It's that simple. Okay. Number 5, decide. Not once. No, not once. Make a decision and keep making it over and over and over every single day. Anyone can decide right now. Today that they decide today that they desire more, right? But most are going to forget that tomorrow. They will forget at the next rejection. They'll forget at the next distraction. They'll forget at the next excuse. They'll forget at the next, oh my gosh, I was going to the top and now I just met the love of my life and I can't work. And again, call me anything you want. I'm just stating the truth. Okay. Decide that no matter what comes in your life, and if great things come in, wow, blessings. If hard things come in, that's why you're leveling up. So you do have more choices and more time and more freedom. But you've got to work through that. So decide, right? Saying yes is the easy part. Commitment to your decision is the test. Is your desire to succeed greater than your choice to stay where you are? We decide every day to stay the course. We decide every day whether or not we're going to work our business. We decide every day whether or not we're going to eat healthy. You decide when you pick up the fork, right? What foods serve your body and what don't serve your body. When it comes to your health, really think about that. We say we want to be healthier, and then we pick up the fork and we eat junk. Right there in that moment, our desire to stay where we are is just simply greater than our desire to change. Say yes to your decision. That's the easy part. I look at my business, and again, I use myself as a reference. Maybe I can share some wisdom with you guys. I look at my business. I said yes 16 years ago. To succeed, it took saying yes when I felt off target, saying yes when I was rejected, saying yes with no-shows, saying yes when other people didn't see my vision, saying yes when people quit, saying yes when other people around me lowered the bar, saying yes when it felt hard, saying yes when my emotions were off, saying yes when I didn't feel like it. I decided to be successful, and that decision was non-negotiable. That decision meant that no matter what came my way, I'm still saying yes. My desire to succeed will always be greater than my desire to stay where I am. Are you ready to decide? Because when you're ready to decide, I'm calling on your greatness. Give 100%. Most people don't. That's a fact. People want it. They dream of it. They talk about it. They declare it. And they put one toe in the water. They give 20%. Maybe they give 10%. Maybe they give 50%. They give 75%. You guys, all of that's harder than giving 100%. I'm not saying do whatever you do 100% of the time. I'm just saying when you do it 100%. Means you're all, right? It doesn't mean you're going to hit every single goal. It isn't a guarantee of overnight success, but it does hold you accountable to a higher standard. Ask yourself, truly ask yourself, am I giving 100%? Success is frustrating when you aren't getting the results you want, but you're also not giving 100% when you're focusing on your success. You can end this year at the next level. You can end this year at the next level. If you want to end this year at a new level, you must do 3 things. You must decide what it is you want. Do you know when the ball drops at the end of this year, do you know exactly what you want your professional life to look like? Second, decide the price that it's going to cost you to achieve that. What time, what effort, what work, what scheduling, what fire, what discipline, what removing excuses. What's the price that you're going to have to pay? Well, what's the price it's going to cost you? And third and most important, pay the price. Pay the price. Here's the thing. When we don't succeed in life, it's one of two things. We either didn't want it bad enough, or we were attempting to bargain with the price. Successful people pay the price for what they want, no matter how long it takes. You can't pay part of the price. You must pay the whole price, and you must pay the price in advance. Success requires taking 100% responsibility for your own success. You must be willing to do it alone. Without taking full responsibility, the reality is success is not possible. When we don't take responsibility, we end up blaming, which leads to excuses, which leads to failure. You are in control. And the more you accept responsibility, the greater sense of control you're going to experience. Accepting responsibility makes you feel stronger and more powerful, and it will eliminate negative emotions that rob you of your happiness. Blaming creates excuses. You can make excuses or you can make progress. You choose. True leaders accept responsibility. And so right now, you can all end the year at a new level. Your desire to level up must be greater than your desire to stay where you are. Okay. Remember what we said when we started today's podcast. Everything in your life is a reflection of the choices that you have made. If you want a different result, make a different choice. So I love you, my friends. Next week, we're going to be talking about power. When you doubt your power, you give your power to your doubt. So make this week amazing, amazing. We're going to take action steps on our desires. Okay? Text you later, my friends. Love you all.